Hey YouTube, it's your girl Drea C, and I'm here. I know you guys have missed me. Okay, maybe you haven't, but lie to me anyway. Tell me that you have missed me. And you know what? I've been around, but I've been doing that thing that I told you that I probably was gonna do. I've been in my head, haven't posted, and what's really sad is I've actually recorded quite a few different things, and I just simply haven't posted. And I knew that it was going to be something that I would do because I can really get into my head about it. And yeah, I have. But I'm really hoping that it's something that I can continue to push forward and push through, because something that I actually heard from Mellisa Blake, who is what I'm here to talk about. Okay, this is what at least I interpreted from what she said is, we're not just here for ourselves. We're actually here to inspire and to guide and to teach other people. So I really need to keep that in the back of my mind when I'm sitting here saying, okay, no, I don't want to post a video, or I'm scared to post a video, because that could be somebody that I'm not helping as a result of my inaction. So it is something that I'm going to continue to work on. I promise you I'm going to get better. Your girl got to get some skills though, with the computer, with the camera, with the editing, with all those kind of things. So until then, you might be seeing some really raw videos from me, because you know what? I just got to post. That's simply what it is. I have to post, and not use my perfectionism and my need to have everything perfect and this, that, and the third, to prevent me from actually moving forward. So all that being said, let me get to the whole point of why I'm here. I am here because I want to share my thoughts with you all on what has been happening lately in the Knotted Locs community. Have y'all been paying attention? Have y'all been paying attention? Have y'all been seeing what is actually happening in the community right now? Okay, you haven't? Well, guess what? I'm here to break it down for you. All right, I'm glad you're still with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start off by saying I stand for Mellisa Blake, period. Period. I stand for her. Mellisa Blake, the true originator, never to be duplicated, receiver of the vision from her ancestors. Yeah, I said that wrong. We're going to roll with it. Receiver of the vision directly from her ancestors of Knotted Locs. I stand for her. If for no other reason than the fact that this was her vision, and this is her knowledge that she has gained over the last, how many years? 4 years? 5 years, if not? I stand for her simply for that reason. Mellisa recently has shared some things on social media, here on YouTube, on the various other social media platforms. But one video in particular that I want to talk about is a live that she did maybe a few days ago or so. She came onto YouTube and did a live, and it's titled, I'm going to read it, Tunisia Ali, Deceit Explained. She doesn't qualify to consult or teach Knotted Locs. All right, so I actually took a watch of this video, and before I even talk about the video itself, I am in the Knotted Locs group because I do have knotted locks. So I heard of a lot of this stuff happening before Mellisa actually started recording it, and I feel like I shouldn't even mention the name of the person that Mellisa is talking about. Like, I feel like I need to treat this like Harry Potter. Like, this is Lord Voldemort. She who shall not be named is what I feel like I should really say. But at the same time, where I do actually have to be very appreciative and very grateful is, I don't know when I would have actually heard about Knotted Locs if it wasn't for this person. So no shade, I have to actually say that. If I hadn't been following, Tunisia, when would I have actually discovered Knotted Locs? And Knotted Locs has been a game changer for me. Knotted Locs has literally saved my hair. So for that reason, like I said, I'm appreciative and grateful. However, ooh, yes, ring blinging. However, let me say this too. based on her alleged actions, and I have to say alleged because I ain't trying to get sued. I have to say alleged. Based on her alleged actions, I will say though, it does make me want to throw away your manifesting book and throw away the oil that I paid all that money for. Sorry, not sorry. Because I just feel like there's some certain things that you don't do. If those were the actions that you took, there's just certain things that you don't do. Stealing someone's intellectual property is a huge no to me, especially when the person that has the same skin color as you. I'm sorry. We as Black women, we as Black people, we need to do better. We need to be better. There's no reason for it whatsoever. I digress though. So back to the whole point, basically Mellisa shared this really personal experience with pretty much the world. And it's a personal experience directly for her, but it has had a direct impact on the Knotted Locs community as well as our Knotted Locs group as well, to be completely honest. And that's the part that is, kind of sad. And I'm not here to go into all the deets of what Mellisa shared in her video. You can definitely find it on her page and look that up for yourself. The live was recorded and she's had several other videos, and she's also even done some shorts where she's actually even shared some of the messages that she received directly from the person that shall not be named. I'm not saying her name again. I'm not doing it again. But she does actually share a lot of the specifics of what happened, how it went down, this, that, and the third, that kind of thing. But the too long didn't read version is a perceived friend basically took advantage of someone and stole their intellectual property, and they're using it for their profit gain. That's the gist. So if you haven't watched the video or been keeping up with it, I totally suggest you go to Mellissa's page and you actually take a look at that video, specifically the one that I mentioned. If I can, I'll link it down below, or, drop some more information for the specific title of the one that you should look at. But you definitely want to kind of take a look at it, especially if you're a person who's actually on the fence, or you're thinking of consulting with the person that shall not be named again. It's not to say that you should, it's not to say that you shouldn't, but it is to just really inform you that, there are sometimes wolves in sheep's clothing. Sorry, there just really are. And you should be responsible and do your due diligence in checking out everybody. But what I want to tell you is the couple of things that I took away from that video that Mellisa did. And again, these are my personal takeaways, my interpretation of what I was seeing in her video. And I'm going to probably say the first thing that I saw in that video, and y'all, there's a lot to unpack in this video. I don't even remember how long it is, but there is so much to freaking unpack. I'm going to say the first thing that I noticed that I really took away from it is Mellisa proud to be Black. And I am here for it. I absolutely love that quality about her. And it's not to say that other people aren't that way, but she is really pro-Black. And I actually love that, especially as a little brown girl who sometimes did not always understand or appreciate her brownness. That's a whole nother like recording. Okay. But there was times when I was younger that I didn't appreciate my brownness. A girl appreciates this now because, hello, the melanin got me looking real young. So I'm very appreciative of it now. But there was times when I didn't. So the fact that she celebrates it and just, I don't know, it's just something infectious about it that I can't say enough about, because it makes you feel like, you know what? Yeah, I am proud to be Black. And I love seeing other Black women who are also supportive of other Black women. So that was one of my big things. The other thing that I really appreciated in this video that she did, this live that she did, was she has integrity. One of the things that she talks about in this video is towards the end, and she's mentioning legacy. She's mentioning how important it is that she she represent herself in a certain way that when her kids, when her grandkids, when her great grandkids see this video and they see who she is as a person, curse words aside, yeah, y'all, she was, yeah, she was cursing, but I like it because I love curse words. You know, they're my thing. But she's talking literally about more so the legacy, and she's really saying something about that of, you know what, be careful in what you put out here. Okay, be careful in what you put out into the world for other people to consume and your reason for why you're putting it out there. And so that was something that I really thought was really cool and something that I had a big takeaway from. I think the other thing, and I'm looking at my notes, is this video, the one that I specifically mentioned, oh, she's raw. She's completely raw and she's completely authentic, which is another quality that I absolutely love about Mellisa. She's real and she shows you her true emotions. And as a person who really appreciates authenticity, that's something that always like really resonates with me. She's vulnerable. Watching this video just gave me a different perspective of Mellisa. And I'm going to talk about when I actually had my consultation with her as well. And the vibe that I got from that compared to also what I saw in this video. In this video that I mentioned, she shows a level of vulnerability that I don't think the average person would ever display for other people. She actually tells us some of her fears. She actually, no, even better. She actually even tells us one of her, like her kryptonite. She tells us like what it is about this relationship that really just kind of, I don't know, got to her. Or, you know, the things that, you know, really speak to her, like her love language. She really shows you her fears and who she is as a person. Like Mellisa says in this video quite a few number of times, and in some other videos that I've seen recently too, that, you know, she's a people person. However, you know, she's not a super social media person. She's, you know, not really into the technology like that. You know, she's learning, she's doing what she can, but she really prefers to do that one-on-one connecting with people and not these huge crowds where you're standing in front of a huge audience in front of the podium and teaching them information. That's not her thing, you know, and she talks a lot about that in the video. And again, I just really appreciate the fact that she was willing to be so vulnerable, which kind of takes me to the next point that I thought was really important. When you're watching this, and you're going to see a lot of the different emotions that she's going through as she's telling you basically what's happened. And I think the biggest takeaway that any of us can have in watching this is she's hurt. She shows us a lot of humanity and she shows us a lot of raw emotion. And the number one thing that I can say that I took away from all the different things that she said is she is hurt. And I don't know if anybody else out here has actually lost a friend. And I don't mean by death, because in this situation, death is almost easier. You know what I mean? Because death is final, right? When you have a friend that has either stopped talking to you, a friend that's either stopped talking to you, or a friend that has ghosted you, or a friend that, you know, is still around that you just simply can't talk to anymore because either they're refusing to talk to you or whatever the reason. And it's a friend that you truly loved. Oh, it hurts you to the core. It hurts to the core. And that is what I feel like we're really seeing in this video, is you can see that she had a lot of love for she who shall not be named. And it's really obvious to me, my interpretation. I'm not trying to put words in Melissa's mouth or anything like that, of course, but she's heartbroken. And she's sharing that with the world. She's sharing that pain with the world. She even talks about, her experience from previous years with her previous business partner. And you can literally just see and sense the level of hurt. And like I said, if you've ever gone through any kind of hurt like that through a friend or a person that you were close to, you get it. You get it. But the final thing that I want to say that I took away from this, and the most important, Melissa's resilient. If nothing else, she is resilient. And you can hear it in her voice. You can tell that she will be okay. She will rise again. And despite everything, she still forgives this person and has love in her heart. She'll be just fine. Just that attitude alone, she'll be just fine. So I think the last thing that I really want to say is for anybody who's really on the fence about knotted locks, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is you need to reach out directly to Mellisa Blake. And in all of her videos on the bottom in the description, she always has the information for how to get in touch with her, what you need to do if you're interested in getting knotted locks. And I want you to know that she is a great instructor and she has an awesome vibe and she has an awesome spirit. And it's something that you will immediately notice once you're on a call with her. And it's contagious and it's infectious. And Mellisa is truly inspirational in the sense of what she gives you. And I can't really put it into words because Mellisa, didn't just simply teach me how to knot my hair. She gives you so much more that you really can't put into words. Like Mellisa, to me, she made it okay for me to accept my hair for what it is. She made it okay for me to say, you know what? I don't have to follow this standard. She made it okay for me to say, you know what? I can do what I want. I can live with the mistakes in my hair. Because I have made some mistakes, which I will be showing you guys. I'm going to continue to do more knotted lock videos. I'm not going to show y'all how I do my knots, but I will show you what some of my knots look like and things not to do. And yes, there are things that Mellisa told me not to do that I did anyway. So it's not her fault, it's mine. But I'm okay with it. And that's another thing too, is you learn to accept it. I am perfectly imperfect. I call them my little disasters, my little lock disasters, but they're okay because they're me. It's okay because I did this. I can be proud of what I've done. And that's just something that I don't know if you can get from another course that's instructed by someone else. Because Mellisa is the spirit behind Knotted Locs and her ancestors, because she real ancestor up. But she is the spirit behind it. And like I said, she gives you so much more than what you guys can even really capture on her online platforms and stuff like that. So yes, I'm here for it. Yes, I stand for Mellisa. Yes, I love my knotted locks. No, I'm not going to stop knotting my locks. Yes, it's prevented me from being bald headed. And I have a picture where I was going to show you guys what my hair looks like. I know I mentioned it before at some point, or maybe I just mentioned it in my head and I never really said it to you guys, but whatever. In my head, I feel like I've told you guys that I do have a video or a picture where I was bent down and I could see my scalp, and then like however long later, how my hair has actually already started healing. I'm telling y'all, knotted locks is the way to go, especially if you're experiencing any kind of hair loss or damage. And the only person that you should be listening to as far as knotted locks is Mellisa Blake, period. Okay, I'm done. But don't think I forgot that I said I'm always going to give you guys a little quote. So I have my quote. Okay, so what you're going to do is in the comments, you're going to tell me who said this quote. Okay? All right, you ready? Here we go. To hate is an easy, lazy thing, but to love takes strength everyone has, but not all are willing to practice. I'm gonna say it again because I ain't read it like the real good way. I'm gonna look at my little piece of paper and put it right here. To hate is an easy, lazy thing, but to love takes strength everyone has, but not all are willing to practice. I think that's a really good little quote for everything that's been happening, for everything I talked about. Y'all tell me who wrote this quote. And until the next time, what am I going to do? Peace. Rock on. Till the next time. Bye, y'all. I know I said bye, but I totally forgot. I'm supposed to tell you or ask you, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I would totally appreciate it because you know what? I'm trying to get my life together. So hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys the next time. For real this time. For real. Peace. Rock on. Okay, bye.